Have any of your students asked you the question, "Hey professor, do you believe that everyone is smart?" I've been asked this question millions of times. As an ESL teacher and tutor, I always answer to my students like this. Yes, I do believe everyone is smart. You see, traditionally teachers have looked upon being smart as one of two things. Either you're smart in mathematics or you're smart in science. However, I ask, well, if that's true, what do you consider people who speak more than two languages? A trilingual person or a polyglot like myself? I speak many languages. Am I not as smart as a mathematician or as a scientist? Well, I doubt the teacher's gonna say you're smart like a linguist, but one begs to question that. What happens to the people on cooking shows like Chef Emerald or Chef Bobby Flay? They are full of naturalistic intelligence. Aren't they smart? Like I just gave it away. What we will be doing in this course, which I welcome all of you to, we will be looking at the connections of the multiple intelligence theory. We're going to see how each intelligence connects with the next and the next and the next. We're going to see how to stimulate every intelligence that Dr. Howard Gardner says in his theory. As for modules, this class will be divided into 11 modules, with one module being the introduction and the remaining 10 being one module per intelligence. Now you might be wondering, 10 intelligences? I thought there were 8. Others may be wondering, I thought there were 9 intelligences. Well, you're kind of right. Traditionally, we have looked at the multiple intelligence theory as having 8 intelligences. However, there has been one other intelligence that has been discovered, and there's another intelligence that people actually ignore in this theory. We will be looking soon at what these intelligences are. Speaking of that, let's go to the whiteboard. I'll show you what I mean. When I talk about the word intelligence, what comes to mind? Well, other than the brain and stuff, let's be honest. There are 2 words and subjects that come to mind. One of them is mathematics, and the other word is science. But what if I told you that there was another possibility that intelligence involves other things? This guy right here, Dr. Howard Gardner, agrees with me. You see, the thing is, in the year of 1983, Dr. Howard Gardner wrote a book called The Frames of Mind, a Theory of Multiple Intelligences. His main message in his book is pretty much that we are smart in our own ways. And as a matter of fact, 10 ways. People can be smart in regards to languages, nature, feelings, a lot of different things. Also, you can also be smart when it comes to emotions. So technically, math and science, they do make the cut, but that's not the only thing that makes a person intelligent. We call this the multiple intelligence theory, which basically means everyone is smart in his or her own special way. How does that sound? So yes, like what referring to the question I said at the beginning of the video, I do believe everyone is intelligent in his or her own way. Now let's get on to the nitty-gritty details of this MOOC, of this webinar, of this series of videos that I'll be posting. This course on the multiple intelligence will be simultaneously given in English and in Spanish. Due to the school that these videos will be belonging to, I must do a version in Spanish. So that'll be no big problem. I'll be just simultaneously posting English and Spanish, like what I said, repeating myself. So, I said 11 modules, one being the intro, 10 for each intelligence. Now let's talk about assessments. One thing that is important that I should let every student know, which I'm letting all of you know, is that in the beginning, in the first module, every student must take 3 different quizzes. The first quiz that each student will take is a diagnostic test. The second quiz that we will take is the most important, the multiple intelligence checklist. This will tell us which intelligence you identify with more. The other test that you will all be taking is a learning style test. This tells us what learning style suits you, auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. Speaking of kinesthetic, we will also be offering this course 2 different ways, virtual and presential or traditional. So if you take the traditional route, you will all be invited to the campus where we will do this class as if it were a traditional based class. We will also be able to do activities on campus in person, which I actually like, the good idea. But if you take this in the virtual course, it'll be the same type of deal. However, the activities you must do on your own. In the end of the 11th module, there will be a summative assignment, a summative test, or a summative comparative chart that each and every one of you must turn in by the last module. Don't worry, we are flexible on dates. And well, with that, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to our course on the multiple intelligences. Hope to see you soon.